I'm not gonna tell you to buy this beer. I won't even tell you how good it tastes when it touches your lips. You didn't even notice I was holding a beer. Dilly dilly, you f***ing gooners.
Sydney Sweeney has great jugs of beer.
You see what I did there, right?
What's up, guys? It's Benny. Here's how you know you have gained full and total cultural control. Less than 24 months ago, this was how a major beer brand marketed to men and sports fans.
Impressive carrying skills, right? I got some Bud Lights for us. So, I kept hearing about this thing called March Madness, and I thought we were all just having a hectic month, but it turns out it has something to do with sports.
We'll never have to see that again in an advertisement. Instead, in the year 2025, advertisements look like this.
Sydney Sweeney has very canes.
Advertisements in 2023 looked like this.
The estimated hold time is now
From America's
less
largest
than
beer company.
96 minutes.
And a few short months later, advertising like that is inconceivable, and ads look like this now. Real change.
Sydney Sweeney has very canes.
Boy, so many things happened in this short amount of time. Absolute and total cultural whiplash. Now, you will never, let me say this with certitude, never see Dylan Mulvaney in an ad ever again. I can prove that as an absolute matter of basic economics, but I can tell you that because the Sydney Sweeney ads went over so well for American Eagle, boy howdy, and we'll go through those economics, libs are losing their minds. Because you can't, of course, have hot chicks in an ad. Now, someone named Lizo decided to create this as a response. Oh my gosh. Can I just pause right here? Can we just pause right there? There you go. Okay. You failed to understand what year it is. Okay? You don't understand. You don't understand. We're not here anymore. Okay? We all have eyeballs and functional brain stems. Lizo don't understand what year it is if Democrats won the election. That's exactly right. Lizo actually posted this, by the way. They're not in on the joke. Self-reflection and deprivation is not possible for these people. She thought this was great. That's great. Let me tell you what. There is something that looks great. $10 million. Being paid to Sydney Sweeney by Bud Light. Oh, yes. After brand's trans scandal, Sydney Sweeney may well get the coveted Bud Light spokespersonship along with Shane Gillis, who's already their spokesperson. Here we go. From Radar Online. Blonde bombshell Sydney Sweeney is rumored to be the next celebrity ambassador of Bud Light. Industry analysts say anyone but you star could turn the recent controversy over the American Eagle jeans campaign into an appealing conservative consumers, possibly securing a lucrative endorsement deal. Experts estimate that Sweeney could earn a payday of $10 million from Bud Light's parent company, Anheuser-Busch. Full-scale deal were struck. The company has been working to recover from the 2023 advertising partnership with transgender influencer Dylan Mulvaney that prompted widespread backlash. The Mulvaney campaign cost billions in lost sales, revenue falling 15%. Sydney Sweeney could save Bud Light, they write. Celebrity endorsement deal called Sydney Sweeney a compelling candidate. He told the outlet Sydney Sweeney's American Eagle campaign delivered undeniable commercial impact. Denim sales surged, the brand stock climbed. That kind of performance makes her a compelling candidate for Bud Light. Brands that pay for reach, resilience, and relevance. Sydney Sweeney delivers all three. Anheuser-Busch has sought to stabilize Bud Light through partnerships with high-profile figures, including Peyton Manning, Emmett Smith, Post Malone. However, data shows the brand's recovery only 1.2 percentage points lost on its market. Chief executive Michael Dowkeris acknowledged that rebuilding the customer base has been slower than he hoped. It's not the fast pace that we were expecting and we've been working on. Nevertheless, there's progress in place. Fox News contributor Jimmy Failla, among the first to suggest Sydney Sweeney, brand savior, hire Sydney Sweeney to be your next pitch person immediately because she's everything your brand needs to get back on its feet.
Back to Fox News Saturday night. It is week 2 of the Sydney Sweeney controversy. Personally, I think Bud Light should sign her. Instead of good genes, she can talk about having nice cans. You know what I'm saying? Jimmy.
Clay Travis also, don't overthink this. Sign Sydney Sweeney, put her in a tank top with Bud Light in her hand. Print money. You're welcome. I just saved your entire brand for free. Well, people have been saying it, and well, you would really piss off the old Bud Light. Remember this vice president of marketing, Alyssa Heinerscheid, saying she thought it was a great idea to have Dylan Mulvaney sell their beer because their brand had become fratty and out of touch and appealing far too much to men, she says. Too fratty is my brand. Okay. How's that work? Survey found just 12% of the people considered the ad offensive, 39% of people thought it was clever, and 40% were indifferent. This is the Sydney Sweeney Has Great Genes ad. The 12% of people considered the ad offensive. So if you run the numbers, 12% of American women are considered morbidly obese. I'm just saying. Some suggest Sydney could help Bud Light recover from the Mulvaney fiasco. Bud Light went with Dylan Mulvaney to sell beer, and their sales tanked. American Eagle went with Sydney Sweeney, and their gene skills skyrocketed. The trans movement is toxic and bad for business. Pass it on. Sydney Sweeney's $10 million deal could do wonders for Bud Light. Marketers really said, yes, this is how we're going to appeal to the male sports fan. Yes, this is what we're going to do. It's so bewildering. It's amazing. Donald Trump has, of course, endorsed Sydney Sweeney, calling her hot. Fine. Praising American Eagle for not backing down. And this is a huge, huge plus for American Eagle. They haven't apologized. They haven't bent the knee. They haven't said, oh, we thought we. No. They're like, F you. We're going to become a meme stock. We sell jeans. Hot people sell clothes. That's the way advertising's always worked. American Eagle stock skyrocketing like a meme stock. Jumps 40%. Sydney Sweeney sparks latest meme stock rally as American Eagle jumps. Absolute euphoria. Crazy. And by the way, it's staying. Look at this giant, look at this jump. And it's sticking around. Bud Light, on the other hand, hasn't recovered at all since the controversy. Bud Light saying has not recuperated from Dylan Mulvaney controversy, according to a former Anheuser-Busch executive. They haven't at all. How much damage? Well, 30% of their sales are down. Have you drank a Bud Light since the Dylan Mulvaney crisis, nightmare? No, you have not. I don't think people ever will. I guess we'll see what will happen. Sydney Sweeney, the new face. Listen, we manifested this into existence. I just want to establish this. This channel, you can go back and check the tape. This channel for months went after Bud Light and absolutely destroyed Dylan Mulvaney and this entire movement that sought to rip at the fabric of how society has been structured and organized by God and by man for a very long time, for as long as you or I have been around, or our ancestors. And you don't just get to go destroy things like that. Not without a fight. And we fought and we won. So well done. Good and faithful soldier. On to the next cultural battle. That one, I think, is officially done. We'll be here, standing a watch. It's your boy Benny. Like, share, and subscribe. See ya.